Hello, YouTubers. It's Travis. Welcome back to the channel. I'm very excited to present for you my first YouTube Kamigawa Neon Dynasty draft. This was a fun one. I bounced around a little bit, but y'all are probably used to that by now with me, and I think ended up with a deck that I was quite happy with. If you like the content that you're seeing here on YouTube, please do consider subscribing. That'll give you an alert when there's new videos, as well as help the channel grow. Thank you very much, and enjoy today's draft. Bonjour. All right, what have we here? This was Manaran. Thank you for the resub. 3 mana, 3/2 flyer. Seems pretty good. Double striker. I liked the poet. Y'all spam some cats for Manaran. Thank you very much for the 38 months of support. John, just to show him up, right? Thank you, John. 39 months of support. This one I remember thinking was pretty good. Yeah, this seems really good too. That's a lot of card draw. Visions had to have been a rare. I'm going to take the rare here. I want to play with the rares as we're getting started. Good morning, Justin. You think Vision this card, Behold the Unspeakable, was a rare? I could believe it. Like, this just looks like something that can close out a game. There weren't a lot of flyers in the set. Thank you both very much for the support. Appreciated, my friends. All right, now that we're here, we've got the Double Striking Fox Ninja. What does this one do? Enchantment Aura. Okay, I didn't like that one. This one is like a weird way to try to draw cards. This pack kind of stinky dinky, especially compared to the other one, right? This is like sneak it in, draw a card. I don't think any of these are particularly good. That leads me to want to just take the land or take the Fade to Antiquity. Because that, like, in the drafts I have done, I've been pretty dang happy with that. Everybody likes that one? I don't like that one. I'll take the land, see where we go. That was just not impressed. Like, it was a pretty good open with like multiple good cards and then just meh. Not such good stuff. All right, I remember this. I didn't care for it. Probably not on the shrine. No. Okay, so that's kind of like harder to work with. Hammer Skull. Combat Trick. Still like Fade. Ambusher seems okay. This thing I kind of liked, with the idea that you could like generate value and scry with it. I wonder if I could do something like that. Seems like just being able to crew something would be nice with it. And this is basically a monster truck. Meh. Blue White Sky artifacts could be good. Spirited Companion I've liked a lot. Like, I haven't played a whole bunch yet, but I've been very happy with this card. Yeah, like, it seems fine, but not really exciting, right? I don't know if I want to stack these, but I still haven't figured out exactly what we're doing. I like the fact that I'm interested in these commons. That's a good thing. Could also think about this and start going somewhere with that, but let's try the companion and see where it takes us. I feel like I've got a couple of good white cards now, and we can talk about that. So I had a feeling this was just Fireball to the face. Is it not? Because it seems like you could kill somebody with that. Like, the challenge is there's a Wanderer's intervention, and I imagine no one thinks this is good. So it may not be like a signal to me that I should be in red-white. Let's give it a go, though. What's the point of playing a new set if you're not going to try out the rares? right, there's some stuff I like here. I think we could get behind a selfless samurai. We could do this. Yeah, I think we're getting white stuff.
67-year-old baby went to her first pre-release and won a game. Simic ramp with token shenanigans.
Congratulations, Lyra. Thank you for the resub. Y'all spam some cats for Lyra. I hope that things are well in your world. Glad to hear it, my friend. Yeah, I think we're in white stuff. I don't know what else yet. I mean, it's a 3-mana 3/3. That's something. Trample, haste, or combat trick. I really like the Iron Hoof 4 too. But I don't think we're going to do a lot with this, but 3-mana 3/3 seems okay.
Semtouch.
Magmalov. Thank you for the resub. Y'all spam some cats for Magmalov as well. Let's maybe think about red-white. I might want some spells for that. Like this one? No. Like this one? Probably not. God, this is my favorite card in the set. Beef is continuing a gift sub. For some reason, there's no alert for that. But we can do it live. Thank you, Beef. Y'all spam some pogs for Beef. We got a new emote. Let's show it off. I don't actually know what I want here. I'm not sure how committed to red-white I should be. I actually think this is what I want. It's like an out to go green-white if that turns out to be open. This seems okay. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Beef. Also, like, this seems okay too. I guess maybe we're just doing red-white cards I have currently. Because I like the boar too. That is a Polywog reference. I kind of also like Fade into Antiquity. Like, this seems like just a decent removal spell. So I'm going to hedge. I don't know exactly what we're doing yet. Okay, this table does not like Fade to Antiquity. Is word on the street that this isn't good? I'll probably play the combat trick. It'd be cool to have, like, I don't know, a removal spell too, but... Okay, we can talk. All right, there's a red-white deck forming here. So this was Jeskai, 4-mana 4/4, potentially splashable. Not really doing a whole lot other than being 4-mana 4/4 flyer, which is enough. Not that heavy into artifacts currently, but we could move. I guess the question is, if I'm not taking this to consider splashing, we'd just be taking Master's Rebuke. That's a lot of ramp. That's a lot of ramp. Well, it's not quite ramp. It's sort of ramp. I have 0 interaction. I kind of just want to take a Master's Rebuke, but I think I'm going to take this and see where it goes. The reason I'm not going for the Master's Rebuke... Thank you, Techno Shaman. Y'all spam up some cats for Techno Shaman. If I take the punch spell and don't have anything big enough to punch with and then get into green for that, I'm not sure it's going to work out that well. I could take another Boseiju Reaches Skyward. This seems great, right? Or am I just... Do I not understand this? Awakened Awareness was super flexible, too. I liked this shrine, too. Let's consider this. Maybe we're doing green things. I don't know. That one has potential too. So would we be looking at green-white? Probably. Let's start thinking about what that looks like. If this is sort of where I was planning on being. Because this is starting to look better than what I was doing. I like that dude too. And there's so many decisions and I have to make them all quickly. The snake ninja. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be taking here. I'm going to take the 2-drop. Huh. It's fun to draft a new set. Now I want to go back in time and get that green removal spell and decide to go for that. But I'm just going to take the Wanderer's Intervention. I know this is good, and I believe that it could be quite good here too. Doesn't that mean you would just take it?
Jalokivi tulostin menee.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the support this morning, y'all. I'm just going to take the Intervention. We could still shift red if there's something really good here. I mean, there's a rare, but I don't think it was good, right? It's like difficult divination. I'm not actually sure what I'm supposed to be doing. Was it just green-red the whole time? Man, new drafts are fun, aren't they? More like Reckless Impulse. I mean, maybe we end up playing it. Because I can't find an open lane here, but this is always the fun part of new draft formats. Is like, you get drafts like this where you're like, what the heck is going on? Because green appears to have dried up now. Which is cool. Maybe we were red-white the whole time. This was the act of treason thing, right? It's starting to look like we could have had a good red-black deck. But I think I'm supposed to be building something red-white at this point just to get to playables. Which is a bit unfortunate, but something we can work with. Because I can sort of do something with this. It's a bunch of samurai. Let me cast artifact spells. I don't really want 3 of these. There's a world where I play that. Really want it in my list currently, though. So enters the battlefield, it proliferates, basically. I guess we just take another 2-drop. This feels weird. The other drafts I did, I felt like I was able to figure out a lane. I feel like I'm having some trouble with that currently. I'm trying to think like artifact synergies too. Like, are we interested in that? Would it be cool to sacrifice some and get some back? I think I just want reasonably powerful bodies to try to curb out and beat somebody. Explosive Entry seems like a fine main deckable card too. Could potentially do something with that on the splash. But I'm just going to take the Explosive Entry. It's like late game, make your land a 3/3. Seems kind of bad. Yeah, I think this is actually my 3rd. I'm going to try to do something silly with these Kami of Industries and maybe still splash this Anvil or just like shift pack 3 into red-black. Because like there's no white cards here. They just all disappeared. They're all gone. Like, I could just take Assassin's Ink and cut all of this white crap, pick up some black cards, and call it a deck. It seems stupid to me. And, like, maybe we could get more things like that. Am I insane? Because I want to take this Assassin's Ink. How far off am I if I do that? I've got 12 cards. I've already got one red mana one mana artifact. It's the Iron Apprentice. I can play that. And I can play a Crackling Emergence if I need to. I don't think this is crazy. I'm going to give this a go. What's our artifact count up to now? 4. I need a lot more. But if we got them, that'd be nice. All right, let's talk. I basically just want to take every artifact creature I can find now. Okay, that's cool. Goblins, thank you for the resub. Does that mean we're in the boar? This is mostly a combat trick, realistically. But I do need things that say artifact creatures on them. I also need 2 drops, which is awkward. It potentially could be. It just isn't yet. I'm going to take this. I need cheap artifacts, like this Ogre Head Helm. That's perfect for what we're doing. I basically just need every artifact creature I can find. Hello, Orcish. So Windscarred Craig could let us splash the Samurai Fireball if we wanted to. Which, frankly, we may have to. I suppose there's the other argument of I could take this Ember Keeper just to have a 2-drop, which is fine. I'd really like to get my artifact count up higher. Ideally, I think we're not playing one of those. The black cards have also just kind of disappeared, which is, I mean, is what it is. All right, show me a couple artifacts. Let's party. Okay, so I feel like maybe... Okay, so this is the good one. Yeah, I liked this. Maybe we should have been in these colors. So is the plan that I'm going to play Unstoppable Ogres, make them not block, and then sacrifice them to drain them? I think it is. You can play Virus Beetles. I really like this Steel Breaker. I like the idea of being able to use the Kami of Industry to bring back the Unstoppable Ogres and make things not block. You like the Beetle? I think I'd like a Beetle too, but this feels like the Thallid from Dominaria. Like if I get enough artifacts on the board, I can just try to kill them. I think I like that. Happy to put another artifact creature in here. What was it? Thallid Omnivore? Got a bunch of artifacts here that I like. I think I like this one. Yeah, that could potentially let me cast out the boar or cast this a turn earlier. And we got another, which is pretty nice. We're kind of getting there. This puts me at 12 artifacts with the other Steel Breaker. Okay, I feel like we kind of did it. Sort of. I mean, it did end up being more or less mono red, didn't it? Morning, Adam. How do people like the new set? I don't know. I haven't done a whole lot of drafts with it yet. I think this is my 3rd, and I'm looking to do a draft a day and have a good time. We'll look at it. I don't actually think I have that many white cards that I'm excited to play. There's a few. There was the Selfless Samurai and the Spirited Companion. Yeah, and the Cloudsteel Kieran. And we do sort of have the mana to pull that off. Because this is basically mono red with an Assassin's Ink and a Oni Cult Anvil. If we played white, we would get access to Wanderer's Intervention, the Cloudsteel Kirin, which is good, and the Selfless Samurai, which I think is pretty good. But that's basically it. I kind of think I'm down for this because this deck sort of has a plan, right? Which is land a 2-drop, land an Unstoppable Ogre, start punching you in the face. Then do it all over again or sacrifice it all, get you. Like, it's got enough creatures. It's like 1 card short, but that's fine. I can throw Emergence or another Gift of Wrath in here. Doesn't really have any card advantage, which I often like to have in this style deck, but I don't think it's necessary. This looks like an okay aggro deck that kind of got cut. Why not a Ronin? We could play a Ronin too. That's fine. Yeah, it's like, that's a weird one, right? Like, it's Reckless Impulse that comes with a Samurai token. Pretty cool. Yeah, we could play that. I don't think the deck really wants a 1/3, but I don't mind the idea of catching some potential card advantage if we want it, right? And while we don't have a lot of Samurai, I think this is a warrior. These are warriors. So, like, we can get some work done there. We've even got this Scrap Welder to potentially cash things in if we need them. If we need artifacts triggering, entering the battlefield, we can do that too. I dig it. Someone was joking that it's Muldrifter. Red had Muldrifter in the last set. I think I'm fine with 6 black sources. This deck is mostly red. How much modified do we have? I don't think there's a particularly easy way to find out, but I'm thinking not much, right? We've got the Ogre-headed Helm, and that's about it. I suppose the Iron Apprentice and whatever it puts its counter on. You would think that until you looked and said, okay, what would we actually get to play in white? And it's a Kirin, a Wanderer's Intervention, and a Selfless Samurai, and that's literally it. I guess we'd also get the Uprising. I think I'd rather just not do the splash and be able to cast this when I draw it. But I suppose my perspective is a little different too. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. I don't know the answer to that. We're here to find out and have a good time. If you think it's better and have a draft that turns out similar to this and want to play it, play it. It's good. Have fun. All right, let's take this one out for a spin. Right. I like a lot of what's happening here. I think we'd lead with this, just so I can try to get Spark Reactor value, potentially. This is a 1/1 that you can equip onto other things. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, it seems like it's a Tormentor's Helm with more flexibility. That seems like it would work. I want to try to get the reactor down and make that start working. Because like I'm taking the hit here. They're probably going to equip. What if they equip and I do this? It's not actually very good. Yeah, sure, but like that wasn't why you were playing the Tormentor's helm. It was just to buff your dudes. It's a good joke, Manaran. Oh, okay. So this is their plan. I mean, everyone's surprised that people are Voltroning in this format, right? Yeah. Now we can try as a double block. Hey, as a double block would have worked. That's interesting. Three six is pretty good. For a while, I wondered why it was in the set, and now I feel like I know. Like, we want to send this in, right? Can I get an exclamation point pig club in chat, please? Is this end of next turn? Yeah. So we can cast this at the end of their turn. And have this up. Seems pretty good. It's a pig's face. Got the eyes and the snout. Play all of them? Oh no, I can play two of them. I just get to pick which two. Got it. Are they dead? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, looks like it. Chonk. Seems good. Artifacts, ladies and gentlemen. Simpog indeed. That is our new emote. Very happy with what Ploop has done. Well, it can't be Zenith Flare. Zenith Flare was really bad. That was the card bad players used to steal wins in Ikoria. Good players stole wins. Well, they didn't steal them. They earned their wins with Offspring's Revenge. If I had more artifact removal, I'd bring it in, but I don't. I'm not gonna. Is Sarkin's little stick broken? I wasn't always more doing it back in the Ikoria days, but so few people would draft it that I kind of felt like I had to, you know? Get blocked. Oh, I did that wrong. Oops. I needed to use this to cast the artifact because I can't use it to cast that. Today I learned. It really did back in the day, didn't it? It was a really good set. I miss it. I think it's my favorite set in Modern Magic. But that's probably just because I had such a high win rate. I felt like I won a lot too. That's a feeling that I've chased a lot in Magic. And I'm looking to move away from that a little bit. Because like, I don't, like... Oh... I was going to use that. It's stable. No, I can do the board next turn. Yeah, I remember talking to Dave about that back in the day, and it is an interesting question. I think I'm good at what I like, rather than the other way around. Because when the set that I was good at was Vintage Masters, I didn't particularly enjoy it, but I did win a lot. And that winning a lot didn't make me like it, because it got boring really quick. Yeah, this has to go, because if they start firing back enchantments, I'm going to lose the game. So this needs to die. Like it has to be dead. Hey, what's up, Speedy One? I'm wondering if I use the boar to get rid of this Ronin. But I don't think so. I think I use it to start attacking their face. This is my third draft. I'm not super deep. But feels like Magic. Artifact removal, pretty good. Making 1/1 seems pretty good too. So they're going to get me with 1/1s, huh? Don't particularly like that. And I'm not racing it. Feels like magic. There you go. I guess I have to hold back and try to block now and just accept that they're going to get some 1/1s every turn. I've liked Sunblade Samurai so far. Yeah, we have to start blocking, which is going to be rough. What does this one do? When you do, return target mana value 2 or less. They can't really get anything that matters a lot other than this rabbit. Still can't block the darn thing. We're going to need our combo to start doing something. Or more lands. More lands are good. Yeah, our deck doesn't actually have any removal, so that's going to be a bit of a challenge for us, and that's okay. Sometimes you get to do stuff, sometimes your opponent gets to do stuff. It's probably not getting better than this. Yes, going to game 3 gets us maximum content, so we want to do that. I don't think I can actually do anything with this, but I think I'm dead to this them just swinging team, but that doesn't mean they're going to see that and decide to do it. We're dead. Like, have to be. They didn't discard the card? Like, I don't know what's happening here. Okay. Seems fun. My ogre is unstoppable. Their board is incapable of playing around that spell. All right, yeah. At least if we're thinking about the same uncommon burn spell, there's one that deals 2 damage and then 1 damage. Like, I don't know how their board is going to play around that. They just kind of lose to it. But it's okay. They gave me another turn. I just couldn't do much with it. All right. Turns out removal would be nice. I think his spear is broken. I don't know that I'd carry around a broken spear, especially if I could do like magic and stuff. I don't really want to discard anything here. Probably still make an attack though. Because Gift of Wrath on the Apprentice is at least interesting. Knightly Valor that is not, but still could be an okay spell. No 2-drops in hand, I guess. It's awkward because there are spells that need double black. What happens if I attack with the Steelbreaker here? 4, 5, 6, 7. And I can get this to 4, 5, 6 toughness. So they could make trades that are uncomfortable to me. It's basically a 6/6. So I'd end up trading it for that and this. Not entirely wonderful. But I don't think not attacking is going to work well for me. So we attack. That was a pretty good draw. Just throwing it away. Pretty good with that. That does kind of leave me not playing anything this turn. I guess I can just play out the 3/6 and be happy that I have a 3/6. Like, that feels okay. want to get a virus beetle back with it. That seems like it'd be pretty good. Is that what we're doing? It still gives me a 2-2 menace, right? Yeah. All right, so from their perspective, they're going to chump block these things and take 3. So if instead of that they were taking 2, but I had another potential counter to throw around because of this, can I win the game with it? Because these things are going to get blocked. I can't sacrifice this and put the counter. Can I? Can I put the counter on the creature that's under it? Because if I can do that, that's a no-brainer. I should do that. But I don't know if I can do that. Judge? Anybody? Can I sacrifice the Iron Apprentice and put the counter on the creature I get from Gift of Wrath? I don't think I can. It means I can get a hasty 1/1 with a counter I can throw around, which could be relevant, and it still leaves me with a 2/2 menace. Because I need to be able to kill them next turn or I'm just going to die to this. Yeah, I don't think it can be targeted. Fair enough. So I need to decide if I want to move it or not. I don't think it matters. Dagnabbit. We almost had that one. And then we didn't. If I had an artifact to bring back, I could have potentially done something. Meh. Welcome to Magic. Could have drawn our little uncommon too. That would have been neat. So this gets back artifacts with mana value 3 or less. And this one has mana value 6, which is more than 3. I think it always has been, crazy enough. I like this block better. You should do this one. This is a really good block. What? Feels like magic. That was definitely not the right play. It's just weird to block in such a way that just literally kills you. But oh, I did forget to do Stream Raiders. Sorry, Adam. I'll do it after this round. This hand has a plan. I mean, must have, and I've been there. I can't give him too much grief, man, around. You want to see some bad plays, stick around. I'll eventually make some. Yeah, I'm looking for different things from Magic these days than I used to be. And that's okay. Play games for fun. If you're having a good time, you're probably doing it right. It's okay, Pistol Pete. I was just telling chat that if they want to see some mistakes made, hang out long enough and I'll make them. Especially new in a set where you've got to read all the cards. There's no embarrassment to messing up, right? Like, it's okay, bud. It is absolutely okay. You should not feel bad about that at all. I don't think Magic is a game of not making mistakes. This is awkward, but I want to use all my mana this turn, so I'm gonna... It's more about a game of mitigating those mistakes when you can, because you're certainly going to make them. Yeah, Magic is hard. It's a hard game. But I hope you're enjoying the new set, and happy to have you stop by, my friend. I almost conceded, so I guess it's a lesson there not to. Like, when I didn't draw anything that did anything, I almost scooped him up, but... This has Menache, and they can buy stuff back if they have the Herpaderps, but they do not currently have any Herpaderps at all. They didn't put this in their deck to block my Ogre, but I'm pretty happy if they do. These are artifacts. Probably need this to not be alive. I may just go ahead and spark it. Because the lifelink, well, no. Yeah, the lifelink's going to be a problem. It's definitely going to be an issue. Yeah, the reactor's not going to get swole, sadly.
Yay, Kamigawa. I'm kinda excited to draft this format. The pre-release was pretty fun.
Thank you for the resub, Rob. I hope you enjoy it. I've had a good time so far. Ooh. Okay. There's these digital trees to collect. That's kind of cool. But my trees are real. It was necessary if I wanted to do an extra point of damage to their face. Which I did. They got me. Yeah. Kind of like a difficult to cast 2-1 in a way. But it's sort of working. I don't think they have Wanderer's Intervention. You can believe they have an instant, though. Pew pew! Kind of like a 2-1 Vigilance that gets -1/-0 when it blocks. I don't know. Not going anywhere. They just don't drain you this turn. Okay, I will actually have to do something about that. Like play one of these 3 cards? No. Like play this and just not attack? Not a huge fan of that, but I can do it. Yeah, we could. I may do that next turn. But I can hit for 3 and then do it. Do I sack it now? I guess I do. Seems good. Turns out they do have Wanderer's Intervention. Oop. We did win round 1. We don't have much of a size board, so I'm not going to sideboard. Good evening, Piskin. We've got to send that one back, sadly. It's about 50% to hit anyway, but that may make me want to keep this one because this one, if it does hit, is better. It's still about 50% to hit, but if it does, this one really like does things, right? So I think we try this one. We're on the draw. We're about half to hit a land in 2 draw steps. I thought it was 50. Is it 75? Nice. Well, we just won the lottery, y'all. It's 2 50-50s. That's fair. Joke's on you. I can actually use this to find a land. Wait a minute. I didn't think... I thought I was just going to discard this and giggle, but I think I can actually do something with this. Exile any number of red cards. So I can cast this for potentially 3. No, it would need to be for 2. I can basically turn this Kami of Industry into a cycler for lands. We're still in this game. I was like, this text will never come up unlimited. Why would that ever matter? Turns out it might matter sometimes. That was pretty cool. They're trying to kill me. Oh, we found something we'd like to kill. That's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with this so far. The samurai tokens look cool. Are they going to put a giant sword on that little thing? Because I think they might. Boogie. They got me. It's 2 to equip. It's 4 to cast. I have to try to race them because they're going to really start clocking me in the air here. Or not. Which is kind of fine by me. Cool. Good morning, Alexis. Hope things are going well in your world. They got something, they just drew it. They just drew it. Good for you. I don't know that I like defining things as in that manner. Yeah, I don't think I do. I hope that you enjoyed it, though. No, I mean, you could say, yeah, I'll trash that one. I just don't think that's the way I'd like to describe things. I get another turn if I bloop this. There's not a lot I can draw. But we may as well check and see if I can get the other turn. No, it's good, man. I've used that language myself. And I think seeing it there made me go, that's probably... Oh, that's... That got me. Seeing it there, I was like... I don't think I like that. Yeah, but there's like an association. That's kind of what it means here too, Richard. But like that, like when you start thinking about it, there's some stuff in there. It's like that's language that just needs to go. I get it. I get it. I get that it was like going to be a joke, and I probably would have made the same joke. I'm probably being hypercritical about it because I'm here streaming, but I'm like, if I don't like it here, then that's probably just phrasing that needs to just be gone. And I think that's the case. Anyway, moving along. Don't have much of it. I was super tickled to get to do the March of Reckless Joy. That was neat. That was neat. Yeah, it's probably not, Alexis. So I'm going to leave it there and we'll step away. But like when you start to feel uncomfortable with something like that, I think it's worth addressing, thinking about why, and then saying, do I need to modify my behavior? Because that's the only behavior I can modify. I guess I'm sensitive about it too, because like Sim wife looks very pregnant. I'm starting to put together cribs and dressers. Like there's going to be a little one around listening to what I say. And I want to make sure she's learning the right things. This is quite the curve out, eh? MTG cribs. Thank you, Viskin. I'm excited and nervous in equal measures. I mean, I think MTG cribs could be something where all the MTG dads show off their babies' cribs. That's not very nice. I had all these plans. They're going to be good too. Go figure. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Alexis. It might surprise you to know that the average drafter in best of 3 is better than the average drafter in best of 1. It's a difficult discussion to have because best of 3 isn't softer. You just never see the soft side of best of 1, which is kind of interesting, right? Like there's a lot of people that play best of 1 exclusively and they like to say things like best of 3 is for noobs and you're beating up babies or whatever. I've heard people say things like that. It's like, no, there's just as many bad players. You're just spending extra money to make sure you never get any free wins, which if that's your thing, by all means. I could probably use to borrow a few dollars, but you do what you got to do. Now, this is a recovery unit that can get them back their Leech Gauntlet. So we're not free to just sit here and spam off against them right now. We do need to actually try to kill that thing. Which I think means I don't have an attack here, but I will soon. Yeah, there's no... That's why I said the average drafter in best of 3 is better. Because while your gameplay is ranked, your drafting isn't. So you're at a draft table with the best 2 Magic players on the planet, 2 people who are doing their very first draft right now. They're both at your table. But like I said, these days I'm here to enjoy Magic for what I enjoy it for. If you'd like to play best of 1, play best of 1. I don't feel like I have to. I didn't find the experience of beating up people in Bronze through further particularly enjoyable. But it was like something you kind of had to do. I mean, I found best of 1 to be painful in Bronze and Silver, and then painful in Platinum and Mythic for me. It was like, okay, maybe I just don't want to do this. But play what makes you happy. That is my best advice for everybody. We're dealing 6. This was dying anyway, right? So I basically just get a 2-for-1 off of my Steel Breaker. Well, that gives it 1. I could then sacrifice this and give it another 1, but that's the same as sacrificing that. It's 4, 5, 6, or 4, 5, 6. It's dead either way. If I sacrifice this, which was already going to die, I at least don't have to deal with the 2-1, which I think is a good deal. So we'll do that. Well, I've talked it to pieces. Like, I think there are matchmaking systems that could give everyone what they want. I don't think any of them are what WotC wanted to do with this game, which is fine. It's not cheaper. Seems like it is, though. I mean, eating grass instead of vegetables is cheaper too, but... the same as the front side, Uberdag. If you're talking about the backside of the enchantment, it's the same. Yeah, it's just the backside of a card. So they're hitting me for 3 and gaining 3. So we're basically just kind of even here, aren't we? If I just smack them and start cycling these idiots. Actual tokens are 0 unless it says different on the card, which some of them do. Hey, what's up, Rage? I don't think I have Tameo, but we'll go look. Maybe I'll buy it if I don't. That's a 5/5 they have there, isn't it? It's a bit of a problem. One day I'll stop asking you that, but it won't be today, apparently. I did get a Jace avatar from the Decathlon event. I want a Phyrexian Tameo avatar. Are they though? Let's have a coward detector. It seems like fun to me. That is pretty great, Noki. That obviously needs to go. Good morning, Doe Hater. Boop. Gotta make sure the cat supervisors can see what's going on effectively. The problem here is mostly just that this thing is large. But it does need to die. The problem is everything just moves over here and it's still just as large. Like, I'm going to need some combos to get through this. I should have put this counter on something else. I wasn't thinking about it at the time, but it could have gotten me another spirit token. But like, I'm going to have to double block it. and hope they didn't draw another Wanderer's Intervention. If they did, they'd probably kill me. Shenanigans like that do make removal worse. You can just kind of load everything up together. And the lifelink is terrifying. But I mean, a larger part of that is that we're just kind of sitting here drawing lands. Like, it's really not ideal. Would like to draw non-land, please. Maximum content. Good morning, Elgif. Good to see you too, my friend. Counts itself? Sure does. Neat. I can get a counter or a card. I think I'd rather have a card. Let's make sure I don't actually need the counter. I don't currently. Pretty neat. Yeah, we could have attacked with it first. I forgot it gains haste. Artifact removal seems better than creature removal, frankly. Or like artifact and enchantment, because half the creatures are one or the other, right? Look at these little artifact samurai dudes. It's a vicious cycle, really. It is pretty neat. Boop. I remember playing Sealed back in the day. That was fun. I always use Shock as an example of like wanting to pay attention to the format. It was so good in Tempest and so bad in Kaladesh. I guess we just kill this and untap and swing, eh? Like, they've clearly got something. But it is not good enough. Ooh. Oh, we'll get him, little Oni. All right, one more. I like the Oni Cult. I like it. There may be like a Mardu Sacrifice deck here I could get into. That seems fun. Ooh, orbs. I want to use orbs. Round 3, fight. Seems good. Glub. I don't have the new lands, no. 2/2 that gets 1/1. Okay. It has Bushido, I believe. Yeah, I probably won't buy them, but that's okay. I don't think I have it in me to pay $20 for some lands. That's 2.5 drafts, dude. Maybe we just end of turn pop this for 3. I could probably just pop it for 2 and be pretty happy. What is the text that pops up? What'd it do? Oh, I've got to click submit 0. Okay. I guess I'm killing something. Battle decided. Go get him, Piggo. They know the way. Bye-bye. Okay, I can see it. All right, so parents with kids, I need your help. Am I going to learn about Pokemon from Tracy, or will I have to teach her about Pokemon? Is it popular enough now that she'll be like, Dad, let me display my Pokemons? Or am I going to have to be like, kiddo, we want to learn about, because I don't know anything about them. Sim Wife does. Maybe that's the answer. Is Pokemon will be their thing? Be like, we got to talk about Pokemon. Because I've never poked them on. Bit of both. Either you will show her the game or she will come home with Pokemon cards some kids gave her. Okay. There is a card game? Why would you ever teach your children card games? We don't have a sideboard. I don't know why I'm looking at this like there's a sideboard. Yeah, she'll probably see me playing games and then want to play. Yeah, those are good reasons to teach a child card games, Dave. Oop. I kind of want to cash in this Gift of Wrath for 2 lands now that I know I can do that. I'm going to do that. Okay, didn't work out quite like I wanted, but that's fine. Yeah, I guess it's really a matter of once she gets old enough, letting her decide what she's into or not into. Yeah, I don't think those games are particularly good. I mean, I'm pretty down with the kid doing what the kid wants to do. I got no problems or complaints with that. Greater Tanuki. Probably think I don't want to make this trade. But I had a plan, you see. I guess my plan can wait until after I attack, but I'm pretty sure it's still my plan. It's going to look a little stupid to not put the counter on something, but that's okay. I don't want them to get value off of their herpaderms. And I could have drawn something else I wanted to do, even though it's incredibly unlikely. What does this do again? Nothing, nothing, 5/5. How many lands have I pitched? Because we kind of need to start dealing some damage. Which may mean I don't want to pitch a land here. Well, now I kind of do want to trade a land. Let's do that. I think I saved this to try to make them not be able to block with the 5/5 because I think they're going to want to block with the 5/5. But if they don't want to block with the 5/5, I'm really scared. Like, it has vigilance. I'm taking 6 for this line. You know, or that happens. Which is another line. And I think part of the big fun of Magic, if you think about it. There are still potential ways we could get back in the game, but that hurt. The Snake Warrior. That's a snake with legs. Isn't that really just a lizard? I feel like that's probably a lizard. Orochi? Don't really think I know much about what that is. But I'm used to snakes not having legs. This one definitely has legs. This one looks like it might not have legs, right? It's got this long tail. They just do what they want. I mean, that doesn't seem like a bad way to be, you know? Man, I felt like we were in control of this game, and then we were not. We did get to cycle through like 3 lands, though. That was pretty big deal. I feel like this ogre is probably stoppable at this point. Well, this one didn't give up his legs. Or her legs. Their legs. They still got them. I can see the legs. But is this the person who didn't give up their legs? Is that like the thing? Like this was what they were before they gave up their legs? That could kind of make some sense. I believe they have us here. Their stuff getting big. Okay. So that's the story, is they used to have legs and now they don't. Yeah, we still don't have a sideboard. We could have a better draw. Why does Lamia sound familiar? That's something. Gravebreaker Lamia. Okay. What's up, Henning? Lamia is a common term for snake person. Okay, thank you, Vel. Hey-ya! I remember Steve. Steve of the Four Arms. Chonk. Are they dead? Looks like it to me. They block my biggest thing, which is this, and then take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, cool. Boop. Aggro printer go brrrr. Huzzah, we did the thing. I mean, I think it could be a slow format or a fast format. It's way too early for me to tell. That was my third draft. But I'd say overall I enjoyed it. And that was mostly realistically a 2-1, if we're going to be honest about it, because I should have really lost that first game. But I would say overall I enjoyed it. That was nice. And of course, a big thank you to my patrons. Paul, Punk, Hero, Joe, Jesse, Jacob, Scott, Fasty, Rich, Brandon, John, and Jazzy. Thank you very much.